Let's have a little bit of fun with these Bitmojis and our new skills on how to create a decorated room using Google Slides. Your first step to create a cool animated Bitmoji header like you see in our classroom is to create a new slideshow, name it something appropriate so you don't lose it in your Google Drive, and then you're going to resize your slides. So you're going to go to File, Page Setup, and go down to Custom. Now, a Google Classroom header is measured in pixels, so you need to change your measurement, and it is 800 pixels wide by 200 pixels tall. Click Apply, and you see a long, narrow Google slide. Delete your pre-made text boxes, and we're ready to go. Your next step is to practice adding a background here. So remember, we click Background, choose Image, let's Google Image Search, and let's click for an empty room background. Now it does stretch out a little bit, so it's likely best to choose one that is very, very simple, that doesn't have other items in it or picture frames or plants or anything of the sort. So let's choose this simple white one with a wood floor, and we're going to insert that. And just to safeguard against forgetting to paste this later, trust me, click Add to Theme, and then click Done. And now we have an empty room. Next, we're going to practice adding some furniture. So let's go to Insert, Image, and search the web. Remember, our key term here is transparent. So let's put a chair just for fun. Here, I like that blue chair. We'll insert the blue chair, and we can put, let's put a big green chair as well. You can add more than one thing at a time. And there they go. Let's put those where we see fit. I like the blue one over here. I like the green one over here. And let's practice formatting this as well. So remember, double click, format options, size and rotation, and flip, and now it's facing the right way. Now this is where making a header is a lot different than creating an actual classroom. At this point, you're going to want to keep it fairly simple because it's just going to be at the top of your Google Classroom, and you don't want the student to get distracted by the header and not remember why they're actually there. So what you're going to do is you are going to click on your slide over in the left-hand border, two-finger click or shortcut Control-C to copy, and then however many different Bitmoji you want to use in your classroom is how many times you are going to paste this same slide. So I think a good starting number is 5. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Notice they are identical. You can always add more if necessary. Now, a fun thing you can also do with Bitmoji is attach it to your Snapchat account. Now, this does not mean you have to actually use Snapchat. It's very fun to just create Bitmojis with your friends. That's how Brittany and I got the Bitmoji in our current header. So what we're going to do here is we're going to add in our first Bitmoji. So I'm going to add one that from my computer that I've saved with Brittany and I. And you'll notice that there's a bunch of them here. So first of all, we have to crop out the one that we would like to use. I think we'll have our Peapod one. So if you double click on an image and crop it within Google Slides, you can actually use the same image more than once. So now we are sitting on this fancy blue chair in a pea pod because, you know, 2 peas in a pod. And this is going to be our first slide. The next thing we want to do is move down to our second slide. And you'll notice our pea pod is not in our second slide. That is a good thing. We're going to add in our image again. And I need to crop it out. I think this time we'll have some coffee. So we'll crop that here. And since we don't have bodies on this one, we can be down here at the bottom. And use your previous slide as a guide as to where you're going to animate. So these are going to be in succession. You're going to spend some time adding in the rest of your Bitmoji until all of your slides are full. However many slides you have, however many Bitmoji you want to add, go ahead and add those into your same background on each slide. So let's say now I have 4 slides finished. On my last slide, I don't want to use one with 2 people. I just want to put my own in there. So I'm going to go ahead and add something from my Bitmoji extension and just drag that in over here. And I'm apparently going to be chilling on a cloud with a limeade. We'll go with limeade. On our lovely green chair over here. And we'll assume Brittany's the one that brought me the drink. Now is where the new skills are even newer. What you have to do is choose each slide, go up to File, Download, and JPG or JPEG image. So you can only save each slide individually. You cannot save them all at once. So you need to do this for each individual slide and save them somewhere where you know where they are. I like to use my desktop or my downloads folder. I would also suggest naming them something easy to remember. So animated Bitmoji header, and I would put a number 1 for the first slide and save them uniquely for each different one. Once you have all of your slides saved as JPEGs, you are going to go to a website called easygif.com. And easygif.com is completely free, and it makes it very, very, very easy, that's why it's called easy, to create an animated image out of still images. So your first step, go to GIF Maker, and you need to choose your files. So you're going to click the link where it says choose files, and hopefully your most recent images will show up. And I would suggest selecting them in order. So I selected backwards 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and click open. And then click upload and make a GIF. And it takes a moment. And your animated GIF should be, oh, you have to click make a GIF again. And it makes your GIF on a standard timing. Now, I prefer to up the delay time to about 50/100ths of a second. It slows it down a bit, makes it so you can actually see what's going on. And then you are going to click on save and call it animated Bitmoji header, and make sure that that file extension up at the top here and in any drop-down menus is GIF, because that will tell it to remain animated. Your next step, go into your Google Classroom, upload it to where it says upload photo in the header, And lo and behold, you will end up with an animated header just like in our class, like so. So do not worry about the gray image, the gray rectangle that goes up against the top. That's just so that Google can go ahead and put your classroom title in front without messing with your image. So hope you had fun.